Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host Kathleen Igaltuto, Madam CS, and this is the Striker. Stay tuned and have it raw and real. The Striker, today we're looking at Kenya's top stories. The first story is that the Judicial has actually turned against President Ruto. They're throwing him under the bus, and they're demanding that let Kenyans actually demand that IEBC is constituted, and they are also telling us what happened during Gachagwa's impeachment. The second story is that the police officers that Kenya sent to Haiti for the UN-backed mission to restore peace and fight gangs in Haiti, people now want to resign, and they are claiming that there's poor working conditions and the payment is actually delaying. Another top story is actually the Pambuli cement share purchase has seen a Kenyan actually being thrown under the bus, as an Indian from Tanzania is being given a go-ahead actually, or the upper hand, despite the fact that he's paying 65 shillings per share against a Kenyan who is paying 70 pop per share. But before we dive into these stories, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos. Turn on the notification bell so that the next time actually we are uploading a video, YouTube will automatically notify you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your continued support. Remember to like, share, and comment on our videos, and tell us actually the next thing that you want us to comment or to analyze in this channel. Now, Justice Lenaola has actually released a bombshell. You know, in a turn of events, the Justice of the Supreme Court of Kenya has decided actually to tell Kenyans to demand for Ruto to constitute the IEBC. Remember, the constitution of IEBC is something that has been a debate among Kenyans, and Kenyans have been asking, why is it actually President Ruto is not ready to constitute the IEBC? Even Baba, after forming the broad-based government, the aspect of constituting the IEBC is no longer an issue to him now. They are not even talking about it. Now, in the turn of events, Justice Lenaola, who is a justice in the Supreme Court of Kenya, has told Kenyans that for him, actually has nothing to fear about it. There's nothing they can do for him, to him. And he said, let Kenyans demand for the constitution of IEBC. And he says actually, we are in 2024 and the IEBC has not been constituted, yet this is the same body that is supposed to delimit boundaries and do whatever it is supposed to do so that it can be able to oversee the 2027 general elections. In the words of Justice Lenaola, the fact is Kenya is delayed, or Kenya is late in terms of making IEBCs concerned. Remember, there are some people who have been appointed into the CSS, and actually they were elected members, and now their constituents are like not represented anywhere. And we have a president and the leaders who are not even concerned about that. Come to think of it, Kenyans, I think there's something about this. And actually, if I have to look at it from this particular perspective, when IEBC is formed, actually they're supposed to form to serve for 6 good years, you know. And then we are in 2024, these people have not constituted the IEBC. Suppose we say they will constitute that IEBC, let me say next year is 2025. So in January they are going, this December they are going for recess, and then in January they come back somewhere in February. Then the names are fronted to the National Assembly. They are discussed, you know. By the time they make a decision, it is somewhere in April, May there, and then the opposition and these other parties may run to the judiciary to petition against the names, etc. The truth of the matter is we are likely to have IEBC early 2016, if not early 2027, you know. And from where I stand, if we have them around early 2026, the truth of the matter, this is the body that will oversee the 2027 elections and the 2032 elections. And this is actually Ruto's game plan, is that he could have come up with individuals who could see him in 2027 and who could also see how he changes power in 2032 without a lot of pressure. You understand? So from where I stand, actually, I feel the Supreme Court or the judiciary is trying to communicate something to Kenyans, that when that particular time comes, don't blame the judicially actually, or don't blame anybody. The truth of the matter is you people demand for the reconstitution of the IEBC. Something is not right somewhere in this government. And from where I stand, the fact that IEBC has not been constituted in this particular country communicates volumes. There's a game plan. There's a political card that is supposed to be retrieved and to be played. And actually that political card has to do everything about the delays that we are seeing in the IEBC. And funny enough, actually, nobody's talking about, apart from the common citizens and the civil society organizations and even the church that is saying reconstitute the IEBC, some people whom we thought could be fighting for that, the likes of Awambu, are now very quiet, as if IEBC was constituted last year. Maybe we don't know. The second story, actually, that is also coming from Justice Lenaola, it talks about what happened during the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. And he says that the judicialist website was intentionally, all by design, down. You know, like it could not be able to receive filed cases. Remember, nowadays cases are filed digitally online. And throughout the time when the impeachment process was ongoing, the judicialist website, all the judicialist servers were like intentionally, all by design, hacked in a way that nobody could be able to file a case. And you know, when he's talking like this, he's trying to tell us something, that somebody by design ensured that the judicially servers are down so that nobody could file a petition against the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. You will remember even Gachagua did not even appeal from what the High Court actually said. And one could wonder actually, why is Justice Lenaola talking about this right now? He's trying to communicate something. If the peace impeachment case actually could cause the IEBC servers to be by design down, all to be hacked, what will happen in 2027 when we have people fighting for the position of the presidency in this particular country? Imagine a situation whereby elections have been declared, whether somebody wins by design all fairly, and then somebody wants to go to court to petition against the declaration of that particular person as a winner, and the IEBC servers are not working, and the intentionally may not working for next 2 weeks, the 14 days that are stipulated in the constitution. It means that somebody would be in power not having any pressure actually as to whether his election has been done what can be overturned by the judiciary. So Lenaola is trying to tell us that actually you should also pressure the government as they're working on these cyber crimes and everything. Let them set aside money that is specifically meant for the stability of the judiciary's website. And if the judiciary's website can be hacked, then the IEBC website can also be hacked. You know, those servers we normally say open, the servers can also be hacked and anything can happen. So Lenaola is trying to tell us that going to 2027, there's something that is happening, and there's a very big probability the deep state is going to use this, you know, cyber distortion and hacking of the servers, etc., to make sure that whoever they support actually is going to win without any much problem. Now, on to another story. The other day, Kenyans were asking why their police officers are being actually sent to Haiti when back at home we have so many gangs, the bandits, etc., that we have not done what? We have not solved. According to Kenyans, we are not supposed to send our police officers to Haiti. But you know, our president, even if we did public participation, it's like actually it doesn't listen. When we say no, it's like we are shouting a very big yes. By the end of the day, despite the fact that Kenyans were against the police officers going to Haiti, they were sent to Haiti. And come to think of it, actually, success stories has been reported from Haiti. We saw the other day Rally Madogo explaining how the Kenyan police officers have managed, you know, to capture the largest health facility, the airport, etc. But now, information has it that the police officers that we sent to Haiti in the UN-backed mission actually wants to come back home. Some want to resign from the service. Why? Because they are saying there's delay in payment and also there's poor working condition. And come to think of it, I saw somebody speaking in the responding to the crane saying that they have been paid up to October. Now you have paid a police officer up to October. Somebody is risking his life up there, meaning the whole of September, the whole of November, they have not been paid. And they're also talking about poor working conditions. And then I'm asking myself, is it the Kenyan government actually that was paying them, or it is the USA together with, you know, the UN, etc. And if it's the USA, from where I stand, I don't think that actually Trump will send money to support whatever mission is happening in Haiti. And therefore, that one means Kenya is alone. It's either they come back or they continue to serve there. And I think the police officers, having reached the ground and they have seen things the way they are, that's why some are saying over 20, reports have it at over 20 have sent in their resignation letters. They want to resign. Now the question is Kenya actually able to sustain the troops that it sends outside there in the name of restoring peace to other countries? You know, I'm not against the responsibility to protect and also participating in regional interventions, etc. Because come to think of it, it is courtesy of KDF that we saw a very successful operation eradicates Al-Shabaab in Somalia under AMISOM. You know, it's also we also saw our police officers go to the DRC to tackle M23, etc. And we have also seen the efforts of regional integration and regional combined efforts as far as peacekeeping is concerned. But the question is, when for example, you realize we are sending our police officers to go in Haiti and then we are not paying them, you know, we are delaying their payments. The working conditions are very poor. Are we really able to sustain these people? From where I stand, actually, I just feel if the government cannot be able to sustain the police officers in Haiti, in any case, they are not fighting for any Kenyan there. Actually, let them come back home and let them help us eradicate the criminals and the gangs that we have around. In any case, Kenya has over 324 gangs, and we have not been actually able to eradicate them. And we are also heading to the electioneering period. Let our boys come back and help us actually stabilize the country and ensure that there is peace everywhere. And finally, the last story of the day is about the Safana, the Pambuli cement. You know, it was up for shares, like the buying of shares, etc. And two companies actually came on board. Now we have a Kenyan, the Savannah Clearca, and led by somebody Ndeta. You know, Ndeta was able, you know, to raise money through a loan and wanted to buy the shares at a cost of around, I think, 27 billion, something of that nature. And each share was costing around 70 bob. And then imagine this Kenyan is being fought, and in so doing, a Tanzanian Indian, an Indian from Tanzania, is kind of being given a leeway to buy the same shares at a cost of 60 bob. Like, there's a difference of 4 billion from what the Tanzania is paying with what the Kenyan is paying. So my question is, if we have a Kenyan who is able actually to do what? To buy these shares, why are we giving it to an outsider, an Indian from Tanzania? Does it actually make sense? And my question is, are we sure that there's an Indian from Tanzania, or there's somebody in the government or somebody in Kenya who is wearing the face of an Indian from Tanzania and actually want to frustrate a Kenyan who wants to buy this at the highest price? Why is it that somebody who is mtu anafika bei yeye anatolewa, mwenye afiki bei ndiye anataka kufanya nini? Kupeana. In the turn of events, actually, information has that Ndeta is being arrested, like he's supposed to be arrested. There's a case that has been formed against him that he had obtained a 4 billion loan from APSA and he wanted to use that money for felony, etc. Way back, I think in 2017-2018. Can you imagine something that happened in 2017-2018 and then now it is being dug today because of just mere purchase of shares in Pambuli? So what's your opinion? From where I stand, actually, the Judicial has told us something. We're supposed to be very careful. And Kenyans, actually, do you think we should have our IEBC right now, or are you comfortable actually not having IEBC? Do you think it's nice that Ndeta is being taken away from buying the shares and somebody, a foreigner, is actually being given the opportunity? You know, do you think actually the police officers from Haiti should continue to be there or not? Your opinion in the comment section below. Kindly remember to like, share, and comment on our videos. See you next time. Bye bye.